"17-year-old threw an industrial drain cleaner over 5 teenagers at a train station."
A Dallas teenager and her brother were severely burned after someone threw a cup of acid.
When I was about 20 years old, I met this guy. He was a nice guy, I thought. That first year is when he started hitting me. He just had a rage in him that he just would snap. He kicked me, he pounded on me, and knocked me out. That's kind of how it was for 10 years. He slapped me upside the head, and I heard the snap, and I knew that my nose was broken. I have trouble looking in the mirror. Makes me remember everything he ever did to me. I see a victim, and I want to see a survivor.
23 years ago, I was riding with my 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and infant daughters on my way home from work. I enter into the apartment. I notice a man from the neighborhood standing there.
Stephanie Sherman was brutally attacked 23 years ago by an intruder.
He grabbed me by my hair and he was just punching me in my face. He started pulling my pants off and started sodomizing me. He grabbed me by my hair, he drug me into the kitchen, and he got the knife, and that's when he started cutting me in my face.
Stephanie was stabbed multiple times in her stomach, face, and neck. She says she survived by playing dead and was rushed to the hospital after a neighbor called 911. While Stephanie's wounds have healed, she was left with some disfigurement on her face. That's when the doctors, Faceforward, and a plastic surgeon teamed up to help her undergo a transformation.
My name is Deborah Alessi. I started Faceforward 10 years ago because I'm also a survivor. My first relationship was abusive. One evening, he decided to throw me down a flight of stairs and almost leave me unconscious. Since we started Faceforward, we're helping hundreds and hundreds of survivors of domestic violence, human trafficking, and acts of crime. We've seen some minor cases, which is rhinoplasty, to people who have been set on fire. Teresa was with her boyfriend for 2 years. There was never a sign that he could be abusive.
When my husband passed away, I had been married to him for 31 years. I had thought that I had now gone through the most difficult thing. It was not. I was dating a man, and he came out of the bathroom, turned out the bedroom light, reached down, grabbed a 40-pound dumbbell, grabbed me from behind, and punched me in the face with the dumbbell. I went down to the ground. He proceeded to stomp me and kick me. My face, all the bones were broken. So my eyeballs had dropped. They're now held in place by slings. They had to do a skin graft. So they took a piece of skin from my head, placed it underneath the eye, and the difference was apparent right away.
After surgery, there's a big wave of emotion with these patients. They break down, they have to go through therapy. And that's when the healing really starts for our patients.
I'm still going through the emotion. First of all, complete and utter shock that somebody that you trusted would do this to you. So every time I looked in the mirror, I didn't look like myself. I used to have my dad's nose, and my dad's no longer around, and I no longer have his nose. PTSD, one of the symptoms of it is a loop. I replayed. The therapy that Faceforward provides is critical. I mean, I needed it. Going to the grocery store was just more than I could face. I remember breaking down in front of my daughter and just holding my head and saying, why didn't he just finish it?
Andreas is an acid attack survivor, but his case was a mistaken identity.
Prior to the attack, I was a businessman running several companies and happily married. We had Theo, our first son, in 2013. We were a new family. It was early December. I heard a knock at the door. The moment I opened that door, I received a full face of acid. It hit the ceiling above me, and it then continued to rain down on my back. The pain, it's inexplicable. My t-shirt disintegrated from top to bottom. Got in the ambulance. I wake up in an ICU going, what do I look like? What will my son think about when he sees me? Is he going to be scared of me? Is he going to think I look like a monster? Theo took one look at me and just grabbed my wife, and my heart sank. It was like every worst nightmare all come true at once. His life will always be affected by this. When we go to the park, the other kids stare. He's 5. I used to think this couldn't happen to me. It could happen to anybody, anywhere, anytime.
We have 2 girls coming from India. They're both acid survivors. One, her attacker was her brother-in-law, and the other one was her husband.
मेरा नाम रेशमा बानो कुरैशी है। मैं अमेरिका जा रही हूँ 29 को मेरी सर्जरी के लिए। ये सर्जरी मेरे लिए बहुत कीमती है क्योंकि मेरे साथ में एसिड अटैक हुआ है और मैं चाहती हूँ मैं और अच्छी हो जाऊँ। हमारी बहुत सारी हेल्प कर रहे थे, उनको बहुत थैंक यू, और हमारे डोनर्स को भी बहुत थैंक यू जो हमारी हेल्प करते हैं।
Faceforward has activated an army of patients since we started 10 years ago. Each one of those patients is doing amazing things and helping others. We don't call our patients victims, we call them survivors.
What would it mean to you if you could get your nose fixed?
I hid my face basically for 20 years. When I look in the mirror, it still gets me.
I want to introduce you to someone who has a special message for you.
Hi, Donna. Faceforward provide reconstructive surgery for survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking. And we're going to give you a gift. We're going to provide the surgery, airfare, and accommodation to change your world.
I waited 20 years for somebody to help me. It means everything to me.
My name is Tasha Hogan. I'm a survivor of sex trafficking and a former patient of Faceforward. This is my partner, Kim Hogan.
We're not just business partners, but we're partners in life. She got the surgery right after we got married.
I'm so grateful to Faceforward for helping me remove the implants that my traffickers pressured me into getting.
I'm Bea, and I'm a former patient of Faceforward. I'll be graduating June 2019. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. Right now I'm looking at law school. Faceforward helps people move forward.
My name is Patricia. I am a domestic violence survivor, and I am a current patient. Faceforward has helped me find my voice again. I have written a book. I currently am part of the Speakers Bureau for Next Door Solutions of Domestic Violence.
My attacker, he'll be out 4 years from now. I campaign here for tougher sentences of legislation.
Faceforward inspired me to help other survivors.
And together,
We created Clean Up Human Trafficking, cleanupht.com. It's a full circle social enterprise that employs survivors making a living wage to make our products. We sell handmade bars of soap, and then we donate a portion of the proceeds back to anti-human trafficking nonprofit organizations. We are so excited to launch our next product, Scrub Up to Clean Up HT, to donate a portion of those proceeds back to Faceforward LA.
Faceforward is changing lives.
They are really empowering us to start a new chapter in our lives.
If it wasn't for Faceforward, I'd be treading water. I tell people here, it's my golden ticket. It's access to surgeries and procedures that I would not be getting elsewhere.
Before Faceforward, every day I looked in the mirror, every time I looked in the mirror, I was reminded of the event. They helped me face it. You're kind of at the lowest of lows, and somebody just reaches down and gives you a hand up.
When you donate to Faceforward, you're helping people like me. You're helping them deal with scenarios most of you will never have to face in your life. You're not just helping me, you're helping my family.
You're giving someone back their life. You're giving them back their dignity. Faceforward inspires people from all over the world to come out and share their stories. And it's creating domestic violence awareness.
My fundraising goals this year is to raise $1 million. Even though my husband and I donate our time to Faceforward, we still need to raise money for the airfare, accommodation, anesthesiologists, operating rooms, surgery materials. That's where those dollars go to. We need your money tonight. We need you to make a difference. We cannot do this without you. This is reconstructive surgery, and it's changing someone's life.